just doing a quick recording here. I'm just back in the Schaefer's one-handed bear mode. I just wanted to run a Vex Rathma just to see the how it looks on a lower difficulty one, just to kind of explain that one to everybody. So we're just going to go in standard build here for this one with the Schaefer's, Griffins, Yami here, 3-socket, using the BK for just some life and I have not played in a few days, so I gotta get used to this swap again. So probably best to do it in Vex anyway. Okay, that guy was lightning immune aside from the static proc. Let's see if I can kind of get past some of this. Phase 1, this area, you get no experience from it, really. It's not 0 as you can see, but it's a fraction of what you get in the later stages, so for me it's not really worth to do. We are running the 86 FHR, so okay, let's go into this. Oops. Seems we didn't get the... Now we got it. I do like to check my AR for that specific reason. If you don't Demon Limb, it would still work. You would just definitely notice the missing. But 2K is still reasonable on the bears, since the amount of times you attack and the Blessed Aim passive. I find this phase is just always bad on the bear, just because you have to slowly run around. It kind of really comes off in the later phases with the knights and such. That's where it's much better. There's just kind of too much nonsense in this phase with the cold, running around, getting hit by spires for FHR. That was weird. This phase as well, you don't really get that much experience. You get a little bit. You see, I got a decent amount of experience, but that's from killing the golems. The golems in phase 1 actually give good experience on the boss. It's just these ad phases don't really give any experience until phase 3. But that was rightfully nerfed. I think there was way too much experience in this fight before, and people were abusing it, so. Can't say I'm a fan of the decision to keep dolls in this area. I mean, it's nice that you have to, but you constantly have to pay attention here if you don't run PDR. Which, there's some arguments to run PDR for the Void Knights, but in my opinion, it's not worth it. Maybe if the Zod level gets buffed. I would like to try this build with an IAS or 4-socket Stormlash just to hit a higher FPA, but I don't think I'm going to get one by the end of this season. It's not something people have, so. But that would basically allow me to do the one-hand build but hit the same frames as the Stormspire 2-hand build. And I think that might be the best version of it. Maybe less physical damage, slightly less proc of the static field, but I would like to try it. I do think it needs 4 sockets or an ED. I mean, sorry, or an IAS slam to hit it. With 2 sockets, I'd have to see. Okay, 2 more antidotes. Okay, apparently I have to kill everything first. Just killing a little bit extra stuff. I would love to level without trying too hard to level. I'm not really going to go into maps or anything. But to be honest, if I probably full cleared, I'd get a little over 10 to 11% experience per one of these, so it only take about 10 to get that level, so probably should do that. See that by just damaging Rathma there, we took Mendown down to his third phase, or just before his third phase. Yeah, it seems like that just skips his last two phases there. They have shared damage. I think there's something going on with splash damage there. I'll clip that one for K-Night later. Not sure if I can make a short enough clip, but I think I can. To add into the ticketing. Yeah, anything I find like that, I definitely always report it. You know, if something's overtuned or have some weird interactions on the bosses. It's one of the reasons I record a lot of extra kills. I do like to have something to go back on as well, but just to see if I can find any weird interactions and have some proof of it. Okay, so that's the Vex level. You can see how much more like safe that is and how the Zod looks. I'll really quickly go through it again. So Schaefer's, Venomord, Griffins, hit power, AME just to get the offensive skills, and some AR, FHR, 3 socket Haws. I don't need the combat skills, so that's why a +1 is okay. Bloodfist purely for the FHR, so I can hit this 86. Swapped out the Raven for an ARBK, T-Gods for the lightning skills, Nature's Peace AR, some Tri-Res boots, and then I'm running all lightning lifers or FHR with offensive aura grand charms, and a +2 Annie, and some FHR on the small charms in order to hit the 86 FHR. Res I keep all quite high. Lightning res is so high because of the Schaefer's there, that's why that one's boosted so much. You just need 27 over for the lower res. So I could put another fire one here instead of the AR, but I don't really have to worry too much about the fire res. For skills, we're just maxing Holy Shock with its 3 synergies, which is the Blessed Aim, Res Lightning, and Salvation. Then we're just dumping the rest of the points into Res Cold and Res Fire just to get maximum res up higher. You could probably go to 90 cold and then less on your fire with some points. It's really up to you. I did this so it's easier to do declone swaps, but I probably could have gone down and gone up to 90 cold since I have +8 water walks anyway. That would probably be the way to go. AR, I added a little bit into Dex just to bring up my attack rating, but you could probably get away with that, or you could dump even more into there if you want a higher block and a higher hit chance. Since we have -20 target defense, I wasn't too worried about it, and I kind of wanted that 3k life. It just seemed about right, so anyway, alright, cheers guys.